Okay, we are back with our NBA 2K24 Era series, and if you're catching this for the first time, Team 2K TV is taking on the LeBron era. We drafted, we went through the first season, and congratulations, Danny, for winning that first championship.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.
All the Kings won it. Light the
The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court shortly. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sport. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Oladipo is out there with Desmond Bane. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pacers, DeAndre Ayton out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jones in at the 2-guard position. Such an early part of the season, Doris. Most teams are still getting used to each other.
Yeah, I think what people don't realize is that it's not just a change on the court. It means new personalities in the locker room, the team playing, team meals. Can be a big change, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Oladipo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Bane fires from the wing. Bank shot, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. James, the rebound by Hield. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to Houston.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball, too critical in today's NBA.
Second shot opportunity. Okongwu grabs the board.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Bane. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
And that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
And yes, it's good.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive by Indiana. And it's Ayton missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The score now all even.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Well, in 2 years at the helm, no playoff appearances for Rick Carlisle. But Doris, I think we both know they're sure to come.
Well, his history suggests, Kevin, that it's absolutely on the horizon. The challenge a bit different on this particular stop for him. In the past, there have been superstar caliber players that he has worked with. Now you're sort of building the foundation and growing from there.
LeBron kicks to Okongwu. Bane against Hield. He lobs it up. The kick out to Oladipo. Good on the triple.
Well, during his career, Oladipo has been a legit threat from deep. You have got to close and challenge that jumper.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And here's Charlotte. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And that one's good, Ayton.
You can see Shea always active with his hands and feet. That play was all about his defensive instincts.
Here's Oladipo. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Here's Jones. And Caro. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. McGee, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Washington comes in for Banchero. Neesmith, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Jones. McGee finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Neesmith. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Passes it to Aldama. Now here is Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Aaron Neesmith. The Hornets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
The first one falls. And when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, DB, this is a squad that wants to keep getting better, clearly.
Kevin, it shows you how challenging success and sustained success in particular is. This is an organization that has had pockets of success in the past. But the keys to this are you drafting well? Are you developing young talent? Have you built out a culture? Do you have top-down leadership that trickles through an organization? This is something Charlotte has to think about.
2 minutes remaining.
Oladipo taking his time here. Williams in the post. McGee's there. It wasn't the best of season's doors for the Indiana Pacers last year, but there are reasons for optimism.
Kevin, they've got a talented young core that appeared to really enjoy playing with one another. It was a selfless group that looked fun to coach, and I believe the franchise headed in the right direction.
And he sinks the second. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
So Oladipo will bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. Swatted away.
How about that? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, big-time defender, and sends that one back.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Fourth, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And the second free throw, good. Hornets trail by 3. Oladipo left side, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Charlotte no good that time either. Pacers leading by 3. Neesmith, the pass to Washington. Those 3 pointers off the mark. Charlotte is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Grimes. No good, shot missing. And here's Indiana. Daniels passes to Neesmith. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Neesmith has got 8. Hornets trail by 5. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oladipo, the pass to Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. Moves back up. It's off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. On its way from Oladipo for 2. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Victor Oladipo staying in control there. Use the pump fake to get that defender committed, and boom, you get yourself an opportunity.
That's good from Oladipo. Oladipo hits them both.
There are a few things that you love about Victor Oladipo. Number one, the energy and effort he plays with every night. His willingness to carry a load on the offensive end. But more than that, guys, it's the tone and tenor of unselfishness that he sets for this entire group.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Pacers lead by 5. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Indiana.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Hornets trail by 5. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Desmond Bane out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Okongwu, and it's LeBron in at the 3. There are many ways to build a team, as we know, Doris. Do you prefer building around a star or a more team-based approach?
I think, Kevin, what we have learned unequivocally is that it is not just about collecting talent. Certainly, you need star players to win in the NBA. But so much of this is about how do the pieces fit around. There is a reason it is a team sport, Kevin. Don't overlook the role players around those stars.
Pass to Daniels. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James last season passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. LeBron says, that record was never in my head because I've always been a pass-first guy, so it was never a goal of mine. Kevin, there's perhaps no greater tribute to James's all-around game that he could set that mark without setting his mind to it. Back to you.
Well said, D.A. Thank you.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
DeAndre Ayton, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Ayton hits them both.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Here's Robinson. Bane trying to free himself up. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Robinson. The feed to Ayton. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Bain. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
James wide open. No good with the triple. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Leading by 5. Doris amongst the best we've ever seen from the Bahamas, Buddy Hield.
Really think about it, Kevin. Buddy Hield, DeAndre Ayton, Kai Jones. We're seeing a few very successful men. And let's not forget about Jonquel Jones, MVP in the WNBA. She grew up training with Hield in the Bahamas. Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Over in the corner, Banchero. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets trail by 5. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Banchero passes to Daniels. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Banchero. Daniels kicks to Banchero. Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Okongwu against Ayton. Some solid defense from Ayton. Pacers leading by 7. Banchero passes to Daniels. That one drops for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
LeBron kicks to Robinson. Pass to Bain. Over Jones. No good off the back of the rim.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
Here's Ayton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And stolen by Ayton. Daniels, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Some changes for Indiana. Washington's checked in for Herbert Jones. Neesmith comes in for Buddy Hield. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Daniels. Here's Neesmith. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. James outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Inside. There's Williams. The Pacers pull it in. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's good. Banchero's got 7 now in this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Sunday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Washington Wizards.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pacers leading by 10. Ayton trying to break free. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
And the Hornets miss again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Hornets trail by 12. James kicks to Williams. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Washington. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the pass to Grimes. Traps in the tray. Grimes has got it back down to single digits for Charlotte. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him, what he's going through right now. You just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
McGee, he's checked in for Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Washington. Good on the shot.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
And so James will bring it up for the Hornets. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Pacers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Pacers leading by 11. Passes to McGee. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Over Oladipo. Here's McGee. And they get it back. Here's Nesmith. And Indiana, another 3.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And here's James outside. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period, and they flat out dominated that second quarter. Hard to believe they were behind at one point as they're now up 11. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
They're going to work in the paint. Doing a great job. Good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
Shaq, was anyone boxing out? I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you'd have 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, they got to put bodies on bodies or fundamentals.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Hornets trail by 11. Buddy Hield is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Washington in at the center. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And Indiana shooting well. They're at 45%. And it's Jones, that time on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
James kicks to Okongwu. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Well, it's a difficult guard contending with Victor Oladipo because this guy is prepared on the catch to make a shot.
Hield can't hit. Charlotte has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Got that one up quick.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Pass to Banchero. Jones, that's for 2. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And then Washington with the dunk.
They get an understanding of the high IQ that Paolo Banchero brings to the table. This guy's so good at finding open teammates.
Hornets trail by 9. Knocks it loose. Okongwu dishes to LeBron. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Okongwu. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Credit where credit is due. P.J. Washington is one hard-working guy on the floor. Isn't he, Greg?
He's got that grittiness to him, Kevin. Values every chance he gets to affect the game. And like you said, he puts a ton of effort into his play.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
And the Hornets call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Daniels, he's checked in for Jones. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Robinson's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Oladipo. Pass to Hachimura. 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. Banchero grabs the board.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And here's Washington outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 8 here in this one already. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Hachimura.
Well, this is the area that he's most comfortable. Rui Hachimura is such a solid performer in the painted area.
Wasted no time on that one. Banchero's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Oladipo misses.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Charlotte making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. Here's Hield. Hasn't made one yet. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Banchero, one of those big men that does a little bit of everything, and the scary thing is he's got tremendous upside.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Payne. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Well, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Grimes. And a wide open look for Payne. Great touch on the 16-footer.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. McGee, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Neesmith in for Daniels. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Banchero. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Banchero's got 9 points now in just the second half. Got a piece of it. Healed the pass to McGee. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Personal foul.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Pacers.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
That free throw, no good. That one is no good. Hornets trail by 20. Here's Robinson. The shot's good. Robinson's got 11.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Indiana's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Banchero. Bangs home the trifecta. Heald's got himself going there. His first points of the game and the deep ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hield. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
Great concentration by Buddy Hield right there. Boy, despite taking the bump, finishes anyway.
Here's Bain. Rebounded by McGee.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Hornets trail by 21. Wide open. And that one drops for him. Grimes has got his second bucket of the game to go. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Indiana. To the middle, here's McGee. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. Bain. The Pacers pull it in. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Bain kicks to Robinson. Fades. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Hornets pull it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness of the offensive end?
And so it's Indiana sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take it
between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. They've got Robinson, Rui Hachimura out there with LeBron James. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Williams at the 5. Tries it from 9. James in the post. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Goes up again, and James with the layup.
And they've shown a little
extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
And the basket by Jones.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Robinson against Jones. Robinson kicks to Oladipo. Charity stripe shot, and the jumper is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The pass to Jones from deep Washington. And the Pacers another three.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Oladipo outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Out to the right wing. And Indiana, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's LeBron, and he banks in the layup.
LeBron James wins this battle right at the beginning. Explosive first step.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
McGee, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice D from Oladipo.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Indiana making some changes. Stevens is checked in. And Daniels subbed in for Nesmith. Now here is Hachimura. Guarded closely. And the Hornets miss again. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Down low, Washington. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Hendricks. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Hendricks has got his first points of the night.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
And it's Graham missing. And it's Williams with the ball for Charlotte. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Stevens. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Oladipo for 3, and Jones pulls it down.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Moment here now for an injury report. And let's get an update on DeAndre Ayton's injury. David, what's the news?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Indiana's head athletic trainer. And guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. Now it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. We'll see how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Here he goes. Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Houston passes to Hachimura. Tries it again. And the shot goes in. Hachimura's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
And it's Graham missing. The Hornets shooting under 40% all in all for the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And here's Charlotte. Houston passes to Hendricks. Excellent D that time from Jones. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Graham with the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Williams passes to Houston. Makes it off the glass.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the Beast?
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.